Hi, how you guys doing? My name is Micheal Ugwu and I'm the CEO of Futureview Digital Limited. I think the most important thing to consider is having that work-life balance to a large extent.
At Under 40 CEOs, we really do care not just about empowering the next generation of business leaders, but about securing the future of young men and women who work with us to deliver on the vision. We speak to a number of our Under 40 CEOs who are leading the charge in not just empowering their team, but securing their future. You really should hear them out and learn not only to take care of your team, but also secure their future. So the next time they ask, who cares? Just tell them, Under 40 CEOs care.
Hi, how you guys doing? My name is Micheal Ugwu and I'm the CEO of Futureview Digital Limited. Futureview Digital is a media company based in Lagos, Nigeria. We're involved primarily in the distribution of music. We're involved in label services to the music industry. We have a publishing arm of the business. We have probably one of the largest production studios in Lagos, in Lekki, where a lot of artists and Nollywood film directors film some of the great content that they put out on YouTube and online for you guys to enjoy and consume. We do have various investments also in the media industry, allied to our business as well. And Africa to the world, that's what we try and preach. We want to unlock creativity and put power back into the hands of independent creators and support them throughout their careers. We've been doing that for about 8 years now, and we hope to do that for a lot longer. So when considering how best to take care of staff, in total here, I believe we have a staff strength of about 35 people, direct employees, and then maybe about another 75 to 100 indirect employees. Those would be people that come in and work on different things and go. I think the most important thing to consider is having that work-life balance to a large extent. I know that for some people the priority may be on being paid well. Some other people the priority may be on getting easy access to your office, working near where you live. Some other people the priority may be on self-development. So I think all those things are very, very important. But I think for me personally, I'm keen to make sure that staff have some level of work-life balance. So we allow a level of flexibility in the office. We're a creative company. Essentially, we're not a bank. So that typical 9 to 5 probably doesn't stand, because we work on on social times as well, like evenings and weekends. So in determining how staff are paid, I think the most important thing when a new team member comes on board is how well they negotiate their salaries. Experience is very important. I think that when you're trying to review how much to pay someone coming on board, obviously the less experience you have, the view is that you're coming in and you're doing more learning. And then as you learn and as you grow and as you develop, you can then in turn demand a higher salary as you're adding more value. I always expect that as staff are going through certain things, they come and discuss it. With me, I think that we have a good policy as to how we support staff. We try and do what we can to extend interest-free loans, but then we also have to have that trust that that particular staff is not going to just take that loan and run away, that that they have the ability to repay it. But the important part will be that it will be interest-free. We have a HMO, so when staff get sick, they can just register and attend a hospital close to them and get seen for free. We also, make sure that staff have pensions, and then we also make sure, maternity leave, paternity leave, sick leave, study leave if necessary. And as much as we do pay, staff pensions and make sure that, staff are saving towards their pension. We also advise staff to make sure that they're investing as well, whether that's the stock market, whether that's the crypto markets, ensuring that we have, up-to-date, accurate, relevant learning and development goals set is hugely important. We're doing our best to strengthen our human resources function to be able to meet up with some of those needs as we grow as an organization. we need to make sure that our staff are growing as well. So that will definitely be one thing that's big within the roadmap. We'd love to be able to set up the kind of program where other companies in our industry recognize the strength of people who come out of Freeme Digital and, hire them at will. So our plans, we do have quite a few plans, but we also believe that having a plan is one thing, executing is another thing, right? So we attach smart objectives to these plans. It's important that you create sustainable plans and that you execute on them. Otherwise, they just become dreams. In looking at who would be our pension administrator, I just relied on a company that I'd used in the past to be our pension administrator, and decided that, this company has the right exposure, has the right strength, and there was that level of trust. So that's primarily what we base that partnership on. However, I am looking at opportunities in, discussing with staff how to look more at saving in Bitcoin as their pension scheme. I believe it's important to have a retirement plan for staff, for their own self, for their own benefit. So when it comes to actually having discussions around retirement and pensions, we believe that as long as staff, are focused on that self-development, planning for their future is part of that. So even though they may not be with us at that future date, right, I think it's still very important to have those conversations so that even if they've been in another company that didn't value those things, that when they join a company like Freeme Digital, they're given that understanding, that exposure, and that education. And they start learning from now that it's while you're young that you start planting for a rainy day, start saving for a rainy day, because it's only via your savings and your investments that you create the right shock absorbers that help you actually navigate the storms. I believe that staff are being equipped with transferable skills that they can actually utilize in their life and, in subsequent jobs, or if they choose to take the path of entrepreneurship and set up their own companies. So yeah, tomorrow is bright, and we'll wait for tomorrow to confirm if that's true.
Retirement savings accounts transfer requests are batched and processed 4 times in every calendar year. So that is March, June, September, and December. However, it's important to note something. We must receive your transfer request at the latest in the 2nd month of every quarter. If your transfer request comes in at the 3rd month of a quarter, it will be processed in the subsequent quarter.